What's up, everyone? We're back for another podcast. Welcome back to the number one podcast. You know, we are hitting like about 90 views, so we're slowly getting there. Right now, we're number...
I don't know. No, let's not talk about right
numbers,
now.
Okay?
Yeah.
This is my Asian mind inside of me, always numbers. But number one podcast. I'm Matt here, and
I'm Soleil, and today we want to give a quick shout out to our viewers, all the guys that watch us on Facebook that we went to war with to edit this podcast.
Our Indian family, we finally are going international. Before, we were still kind of international. Canadian viewers, American viewers.
Oh, shout out to my sister that insulted Matt. Matt, do you want to say something to my sister?
Yeah, so apparently we have our first hater on the podcast.
Yep.
They say you cannot be famous if you don't have fans and if you don't have haters. So we're one step closer to fame because now we have haters.
Yeah, exactly.
I got internet bullied, but I'm not going to let it get to me in heart, because if you let it get to your heart, I've seen some of these famous people that commit suicide.
Okay. We don't want you to commit suicide.
We don't want that. But no, okay, your sister was talking about, she was just giving us tips on how we can improve the podcast and make it look better. A big part was the look and how crusty I look.
But how did you feel?
That being said, no, it's valid. It's a valid criticism.
Okay.
And I agree, I am looking crusty. But I want to give an excuse why I look crusty. So the short film that I need to finish writing and that we're trying to shoot this whole time, the main character is supposed to be this crusty loser. So I'm trying to see how crusty I can look. And I want to try talking to girls I like while looking crusty.
Don't you feel you're shooting yourself in the foot?
I'm shooting myself in the foot, but it's like running with 1,000-pound weights. Once I train in that and it feels natural, and then the moment I fucking take it off, I can fly.
But Matt, this is real life.
Supersonic.
This is not an anime.
This is not anime, you're right. But at the same time, it's like, if you're too good looking, things come to you too easily, you know?
But don't you want to have an easy life? Like have life on easy mode instead of
You want to have life on easy mode when you start getting older. But when you're young, I think you should struggle, and because that builds character. Struggle builds character.
Don't you feel like you want to have some things like that come more easily than harder, and then the sooner it gets here, the sooner you can start building up?
I agree, but the one thing I think is personality.
Okay.
Maybe let's talk about that, because I think personality is one of the... What do you think? How do you think what your human traits rank as? Personality versus looks.
In today's world, I feel personality could get you further than looks.
Yeah.
Because we live in a super vocal era where everybody's voice is heard.
Yeah.
Before it was more just looks and, I don't know, the person, and then you go approach that person, and then it becomes more like a conversation. But nowadays, let's say you just go on Twitter and you start ranting, you could build a fan base. You don't even need to show your face. You can have like a
fake avatar.
Exactly. You can have an anime
image.
character. That's all, you know. We don't even know if it's an anime AI character or not. So nowadays, I say personality is more important than what you look like, because I think bullying look-wise is dying, which I do think we sometimes do need to bring back. Yeah.
Your sister brought it back.
My sister brought it back. You know, she said, this guy looks crusty. Let's fix him.
Yeah. I mean, my face is not the best looking right now. I'm a little chubby because I haven't exercised. You know, I'm not back on my full exercise regimen.
Matt used to tell me he would run 12 miles at 7-minute mile pace.
Faster. I used to be on the varsity.
Oh, wait. What did we see today?
What did we see?
We saw a fucking zebra. We saw a fucking zebra in the wild.
Well, if you were in Africa saying this, nobody would be shocked.
This is California.
This is California, in Northern California, where there are no fucking zebras.
No zebras ever.
At first, I did a double take. I was like, yo, is that just a
No, there was a zebra galloping in the field.
A horse painted as a zebra.
No, it was a real zebra.
No, it was a real fucking zebra.
It was amazing. First time in my life I see a zebra.
That's just wild to think about, because, you know, you have these moments in life.
Yeah.
These crazy moments that you yourself only experience. or you and another person, and you guys try to tell everyone, and nobody fucking believes
No,
you.
they will believe us because we're credible.
No,
I mean-
two events happened in my life that were not incredible.
What?
One was not me, but my sister said she saw a jaguar.
A jaguar?
Yeah,
Here,
like
in
zebra
in California.
Yeah, like
She's lying. She's
like
lying.
the
She's
zebra.
lying.
She says she saw a jaguar.
Tell her
in the
we found
wild
her on LinkedIn.
when she was a kid.
Tell your sister we found her on LinkedIn.
I don't know how she would take that, but
You
I
want
will
me?
send this podcast to her,
Yeah?
and we will get the family podcast going, the family therapy podcast.
Me, I tell. Oh, we have an extra viewer, by the way. My
Who?
cousin, Susan. She said we're actually funny. So, hey, there's hope.
But his family members. This is also the one thing.
What?
You know, as you grow in the industry,
Yeah.
right, and you start becoming bigger and more famous and richer, people I've heard is that you get a bunch of yes men. You get a bunch of people sucking your dick and just, oh, you're amazing, you know? And then soon you let that get to your head, right? Even if you're a hard motherfucker, you're like, oh, like you, right? Oh, I'm not going to let this get
I'm
to
not
me.
hard. I'm very soft.
Oh, okay,
spoken.
you're soft.
You're the one screaming 24/7.
No, I know, but you have the, oh, I work out. Oh,
I work
strong
out to
mentality.
eat. I work out so I can eat.
It's semi-hard. Hey, man, everyone has a little bit of fruity energy, okay? It's like that. That's fruity energy. You meow to guys.
Yeah.
I meow to girls.
I check every
We
bunda.
are not the same.
Guy, girl, whatever.
You don't discriminate.
Even dogs.
You don't discriminate.
I don't discriminate.
That is fair.
fair.
But going back
To
right,
what? What were you talking about?
how in life, as you move up and you start becoming what people quote unquote call successful,
Like when people win the lotto.
yeah, you become more. Everyone sucks up to you. You get a bunch of yes men, and then even though you don't want it to get to your head, you let it get to your head because it's just like you're in that environment. Character is bred by your environment, and so all of a sudden you start like, oh, I'm great, I'm amazing, and you have this really shit movie that comes out, but everyone tells you, nobody to your face is gonna say, yo, that movie was shit, man, right? Everyone tells you, oh my gosh, you did an amazing job, you were amazing, even though it wasn't. And so you let that get to your head, and then all of a sudden your, what do I say? Your self-awareness has gone away. And so you need some people to keep you in check. Because as an actor, this is an annoying thing. For me,
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans is very important.
For everybody.
Well, as a guy, it's harder to market.
I think the
yourself.
recession is going to be very hard on OnlyFans girls.
No.
No?
There's a saying that there's two things that sell in a time of recession.
What?
Or not two things that will sell no matter what. No matter what the time. Thousands of years later, thousands of years in the past. Boobs and sex and weapons. War. Those are the two things that will always make money.
I think one thing that will always make money is safety and food.
Safety and food. Well, if you don't have food, you can't make money off it.
Yeah, but if you don't have food, do you think you'll be horny?
Well, yeah, but, you know, even
Listen.
during periods of famine, you know, you can't just, food.
No,
You need
your brain is wired to have food as priority.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that's where, like, apparently societies that did not have a lot of food, they weren't able to reproduce. Your fertility goes down.
Yeah.
The less food you have.
Because you need the hormones, and the hormones comes from the food that you eat.
Onions.
Onions, very good. Clam chowder, very good. Seafood.
Clam juice.
I think as long as you don't eat processed food, it's good.
All we eat, everything is processed these days.
No, like-
you can't escape that.
Like real meats, and then if you
Still
eat
processed unless you
real
kill it.
meats,
Well, apparently the ones that come from the factory, like
Yeah, the
Costco,
factory.
are still like
no,
processed.
Costco I heard is good meat.
Costco, yeah, I heard Costco.
Like if you go Safeway, it doesn't feel good meat. It feels like almost glued together. But if you go like really cheap superstores,
yeah, dollar store.
oh, don't buy meat from Dollar Store.
Yeah.
I heard they glue it together, the meat.
I heard it's glue, and obviously we want sponsorships, and we'll accept any sponsorship.
No.
I'm a sellout.
Listen,
I need
I
money.
will tell you one thing. Even if a sponsor comes to us with $1 million, we have to say,
Yes,
after reviewing this sponsorship,
we accept.
we maybe or maybe not.
I agree with you. I
Okay,
agree with
please
you.
agree with me.
But we can
no.
use that money to arrest his ass. Hey, man. He's
hey,
still out there no matter what. So if we take his money and arrest him, then...
What I was going to say, I forgot.
Okay, let's go all the way back real quick, right? What do you think about this?
What?
So, like as an actor, right, I'm just gonna give you a very specific example. Please, it's not. Room care. Okay, after a theater show, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you gave a terrible fucking performance, right? Guess what? Everyone, your friends, your family members, people you don't even know, what do they say after the show ends?
I don't know.
They all say, "Wow, you did an amazing job. You killed it. You were so amazing." And I'm like, "Really? I know I didn't do good today." You can be honest. What do you think? Do you think people should be honest in that situation and be like, "Look, man,
I think
I respect the effort, but you weren't great."
I think we should.
Or
I think we should say honestly. Say, hey, man,
honestly.
maybe go back to school.
So
Maybe.
what? Go back to school. What do you like?
I prefer honesty. Like in the beginning, my friends were very honest with me. They were like, "Your videos suck,"
Yeah.
and they say your pictures suck, and I thanked them for that.
Well, how'd you take it? Did you thank them at first, or you just, "Oh my God,
No, because
I'm better than you"?
Yeah, because even till this day, I always have self-doubt. Till this day, when I see my own work, I'm like, it sucks, it's ass. I always very critical of everything I shoot. Always tell myself it's ass, even if other people like it. In my mind, it'll always be dog shit. It's just
No matter what level you're at.
like till now. Every time I work,
Well, like let's say you win the Oscars and stuff like that. Is that when you'll start letting off and be like, you know what?
no, I told you when I win Oscar, I suicide myself on stage.
He heard it.
I'm gonna be like, thank you for this award. This show sucks. All of you guys are sheep. And then click.
You all need that viewership. You're welcome, Oscars. But Will Smith you might need to slap.
I'm gonna slap Will Smith for views.
Yeah, I mean, we need that revenge. I think this Oscars, the one that's coming up, they should do that.
What?
Just invite him. He got banned
He got banned.
apparently for
Who
many
gives
years.
a shit about him, anyways?
Look.
I think Will Smith. I'll give you my opinion real quick.
Yeah.
If they do something like cheating, keep it between yourselves. Why you need to do broadcast? I don't get it. It just makes no sense. Why you say, hey, honey, come sit down. I have a brilliant idea. Oh yeah, what's your idea? I have this show, right? Yes. Sit down. I'm gonna say not only how I cheated, but why I cheated, and then you will cry in front of everybody, and we'll make memes out of you, bro. No, fuck that. Work it out together, but that's about it. I don't know why you make a TV show.
It's Hollywood,
funny.
man.
Yeah, I think deep down Will Smith is either like going crazy or depression, because as a human being you feel anger, and his anger is not resolved. That's for sure. Because why he snap on the joke? It's just joke. It's just joke. Let it go.
Right after that moment, they should have played. Now this is a story. That would have made the moment.
That slap ruined a lot of things for him.
Not really, dude. People are overreacting about. I know this is an old ass fucking topic. Look, hey man, I live under a rock. Okay, I'm not updated on pop culture. I'm
Don't you
still
live
living
in
the past?
San Francisco?
I live in San Francisco.
It's a dead city.
It's dead, so I'm not getting the newest updates. But people are acting like Will Smith went up on stage and curb stomped this motherfucker and just went to town and bloodied his face. All he did was bitch slap Chris Rock, and Chris Rock took it like a man. Stop being a little bitch. He just bitch slapped you. That's it.
Okay.
He didn't punch him in the balls or anything. Take it like a real motherfucker and just move on. People are acting like Will Smith pulled out a gun.
No, but I tell you why. It's big
People
deal.
overreacted and made a big deal.
I tell you why it's big
It's a
deal.
slap.
Imagine
I've been slapped before.
Yeah, everybody gets slapped.
I slapped myself.
But I have to tell you why. First of all, it's in front of the whole world. Okay?
They were secretly liking that shit. They're like, money.
Yes. Maybe it was all staged, maybe. But still, you have to think about it, why it was a big controversy, right? First of all, it's in front of everybody. You don't slap someone in front of everybody because it dehumanizes the other person. Second of all, it just shows how low of a character you have, No, you can contain yourself over a joke.
That part, yeah.
Now,
we
imagine
know Will Smith is a little bitch.
But wait, Matt. Imagine you are on a theater and you do a bad role, right?
Yeah.
You play a bad boy in one of your theater roles. And then on the bad role of your theater, someone says, I don't like that line. It's a performance, right?
Yeah.
So you imagine someone gets up on stage, slaps you in front of the whole stage.
Yeah.
Don't you think it's unfair?
I agree with
Chris
that
Rock,
point.
he was doing a performance.
I agree with that
The
point.
joke was part of the show.
Yeah.
And the show must go
Yeah,
on, right?
yeah.
The show did go on.
Yeah.
And then Will Smith go on stage, he cries, oh my God, that's Oscar. He wasn't crying because he got the Oscar. He was crying because
He knew that Jada was going to do that to
He
him
knew
at home
that
when he got home.
he knew that Jada
She was
is...
going to beat his ass.
Hey, deep down, I think maybe Will Smith, either he's into some dirty kinks and that's why he... Because any normal human, any man, I would say, his wife treats him that bad and cheats in front of him, in front of the whole world, and then treats him like a dog shit.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be like, you know what? I deserve better. Because everybody was like, he has to leave her, right?
Yeah.
She's crazy and deranged. But he stayed. So I think maybe he has some dirty secrets, in the closet.
He had good slapping for him. And I just want to say, I did not mean to call Will Smith a bitch. I was just joking about that. Will, if you see me on the street, please don't slap me.
Will Smith, for what he did to Chris Watt, was a bitch move.
I agree. I agree that, look, yeah, obviously he shouldn't do that. It's just a freaking joke. Get over it. People are soft these days. But at the same time, I think on both ends, people were overreacting. They're like, oh, he needs to go to jail.
No jail.
Guys,
No
please
jail.
chill.
It's just
That
between
being
two
said-
men. They should do boxing match and have Floyd Mayweather as the referee.
Yeah.
I think that would be a good show.
Shoulder roll.
Shoulder roll. Yeah.
And he can do the Bel Air roll. That being said, I think sometimes people get too invested into celebrity culture and celebrities' life.
yeah.
It's like, look, at the end of the day, we don't know them.
We don't know them. We don't care about them. We shouldn't care about them. They don't care about us.
That's true. But I think,
What do you think about social media influencers?
okay, this is one thing that I think that, you know how the old generation always used to say, oh, the young generation is weak and all this stuff. And then the young generation would get old and then they would say that about the new generation. And so basically every
generation bashes.
subsequent generation has gotten weaker and weaker and weaker. And to some extent, I do believe that. And I do think the one thing that I've seen is the quality in everything is going down. Your quality in food is going down. The quality in service is going down. The quality of entertainers are going down. If you look back in the day, we had real entertainers, people that would risk their lives and stuff like that. Now it's kind of like a dying breed. And our quote unquote new generation of stars and entertainers are these so-called influencers, right? And I think if you compare them to the past generation of past generation of entertainers who were a different form back in the day. They were more movie stars, and then before then they were more theater stars and magicians. Those are the real entertainers, and every generation has kind of gone weaker and weaker. And that's not to say you still can't, but it's like
your popularity,
your pool, you're kind of, like I
won't
said,
be
your
as
character is built by your environment. So I think a lot of the influencers that are quote unquote the modern day entertainers are very, very weak. You see the content that they put out these days, and it's just very.
But don't you feel each era has their own, let's say Michael Jordan?
They have their own Michael Jordan, but I'm saying the quality has gone down. It's like the Michael Jordan of freaking fifth graders, the Michael
right now, who is the biggest female star in the 90s?
Who was the biggest female star in the 90s? Well, I mean, 90s, I don't know.
It was probably an actress, right? Like Jennifer Aniston.
That's before my time.
Yeah, Jennifer Aniston was really big, right?
Yeah.
And then in the 2000s, who was really big in the 2000s? There was a couple, right?
2000s, yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna say this, but Paris Hilton was huge early 2000s.
Yeah, but that's when the influencer era started kind of bleeding in.
So that's what I'm saying.
Eras before that though, you had real entertainers, Charlie Chaplin, freaking.
Because I'm gonna say this also. Before it was expensive to create content. Creating content now is cheap. This whole setup was, if you look at real dollar amount value, it's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
A couple $100, you have a setup.
But it's what they call a paradox, or I forget the word, but basically it's there's a thing where it's do you think, what were phones and social media kind of created to do?
Communicate with each other.
To communicate with each other and to basically connect the whole world. And if you think about it, it's this device is extremely revolutionary, right? Mm-hmm. I can call my friend who's in freaking...
You have friends?
No. I don't. But, you can connect with somebody who's on the opposite side of the world with you in an instant, right? But for some reason, when we use this device, we actually feel less connected. even though it was meant to connect others.
You're unlucky, right? I grew up in the 90s.
Yeah.
It was different. So I saw the boom of social media. That's why I still think social media. Yeah. So in my generation, social media was basically just for fun.
Yeah.
But now it's changing drastically. It's all about business and money and
which
ads
is
and
kind of
revenue.
disgusting.
And that's why I think there's basically this whole generation that's ready to sell their soul.
Yeah.
You know, like a lot of people say like you have to sell your soul to the devil to be successful. But who's the devil right now? The devil is technically like, I would say Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I don't know if you can get like super famous off Twitter, but still Twitter. And then I think the biggest of them all that nobody talks about is YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Like people lost friendships, lost family members just to try to become like a YouTube star, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is really not worth it at the end of the day because it's all fake. Like one minute they love you, the next minute they hate you. And how many YouTubers have gone up to the top of the top and almost destroyed their whole life? Casey Neistat, the reason why he stopped YouTube was because he almost got divorced. So this is like very, like you look at that and you're like, damn, do we want that as human beings, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, having 1 million likes and $1 million coming in per day is awesome, but what happens in the non-digital world?
No, I mean, I think that's the biggest misconception about social media is that, yeah, to some degree, the viewership of like how many people view your content or how many people view your post is convertible into money. Because I think if you do the real research, it's like a lot of these quote unquote likes, right? Like obviously you think that, oh, if you have a lot of followers, if you have a lot of likes, like
It's dollars.
it equals the dollar amount, but it depends on what type of content you create. It depends on like some brands don't sell.
Yeah. That's the reason why there's still TikTok is still not taking over. Is because the average demographic user of TikTok is like 10 to 18 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So 10 years old to 18 years old. And what happens with these TikTok stars, what they do is they convert their TikTok viewership to YouTube viewership.
Yeah.
Because YouTube, let's say, I don't know what, it was a crazy number. Let's say you make $50 with TikTok, you would make like 5,000 with YouTube.
Yeah.
It was like this crazy number. So that's why I still think YouTube is the #1 social media platform. If you want to like have the best, like the most amount of money, YouTube is still #1. But yeah, phones were supposed to communicate with each other.
It was supposed to connect us.
Yeah, social media was
use
supposed to like be able to see what your friends and family were doing.
Yeah.
But then out of nowhere, well, not out of nowhere, you kind of see it happening where one account was like, let's say one account was becoming bigger than the other one, and then it was attracting more eyes.
Yeah.
And that's when like company was like, hey, we'll give you money if you promote us, because look, there's like 10,000. When I started Instagram, everybody had like 100, 200 followers, and that was like, yeah, cool, right? That's a good amount.
Hey man, I was in the same era of Instagram with you. I'm not a 2010s kid. I just want to put that out there. I'm not a 2010s kid.
No, but now like an average amount for Instagram user followers is like what, 1,000, 2,000.
Yeah.
If you have below 1,000, you're a loser basically.
Me, I have 80.
Well, you're a loser. No, I'm joking. But you know what I'm saying? It's like everything is amounted to how many followers you have, and it's kind of sad because real people, real lives are not shared. It's like even let's say you just follow friends and family, Instagram will find a way to push
the algorithm.
Yeah, to push other people onto your page. Where if you don't want that, you know.
Yeah. But they know you inside out.
Yo, you're depressing me, dog.
Hey man, social media is a depressing topic.
Yeah.
But the reason why I brought that up was I was saying that because you're saying that you think the quality of entertainers has gone up.
No, I didn't say
in
that.
modern time. Or you said that it's so easy to create content now.
Yeah, I said
right.
No, I said content was expensive to make.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah, but now content is really cheap.
Yeah, but I think that's a double negative. That's equivalent to the phone, which is like this phone allows us to communicate so easily, but we're even more disconnected than we were in the past before they had these devices. And in the same sense, it's so easy to create content these days, right? Because the tools are readily available and it's a lot cheaper than it was in the past. but yet the quality of entertainment has gone down.
Yeah.
Which is like, it's paradox or whatever the fuck the word
Because
is.
it's cheap. It's so easy to make. You just grab your phone, you film yourself stealing a dog, and you scream "Boom Gang."
Yeah. Boom gang! And then you spray yourself in the fucking thing and then you say, oh.
Yeah, and then there was this other kid that would spray lemon in his eyes.
Yeah.
And then remember
Lemon
the
in
Island
his
Boys?
eyes and then in
Hey,
his pee hole.
And
And then give $100 to a homeless person.
have you ever seen Island Boys?
Not really. I've heard of them, but
It's the Island Boys.
it's a pineapple.
Yeah. And then if you look at them, I always in my mind thought to myself, these guys are like the poster boys of why social media is bad for young kids.
Yeah.
Because they were tattooed up, like from let's say this finger all the way to their unibrow, and then they had the craziest haircut. Like,
Okay. Whoa. Wait. I just want to say the looks for me doesn't matter, right? If you
no,
look
but
like
they
that,
just look, okay, like a random character in a game. Like
Yeah.
when you used to create your own character and you press random,
yeah,
or not even if you go on
the
all
GTA crackhead.
yeah, if you go on all the settings and you max out craziness,
Yeah.
that's what they look like.
Yeah.
Like tattoos, and then they had this crazy hairstyle, and it was dyed. It was like blonde, blue, and green. And then I just looked at it and it's like, these kids grew up on social media and saw like how other people were successful, and
Yeah.
that's what they look like. And they said, we're gonna just use that look and go on steroids.
Yeah. Well, look. Would you rather have your kid or whatever kids seeing that content, right? And they look really weird and crazy, but they're putting out like good whatever,
Good what?
stuff,
All good content.
good content, good stuff, and it's not like poisonous or toxic to their brain? Or would you rather have them look clean, but then fucking give out terrible content? It's like,
That's a hard question to ask, because if you do decide to look like a degenerate,
yeah.
at some point you will act like a degenerate.
Yes and no. I mean, I think it doesn't matter
I'm
what
in the
you
middle.
look like
I'm in
right
the
now.
middle.
Yeah.
If you have a couple tattoos, that's fine. But if at the
But
moment,
but what I'm saying is, I feel like you're kind of obsessing more over the looks rather than the content they're creating.
yeah,
Because,
don't judge
dude,
a book by
so
its
many,
cover. Yeah,
so many people of the content they're creating, like, shit, I don't know if I can come from it, but all the top YouTubers, bro, a lot of the content they're producing is kind of ass.
a lot of it
kinda-
is similar. Like I think
Once the Mr. Beast formula came out, everyone started copying that. And I don't think Mr. Beast particularly creates good content. And you already know he's milking the fuck out of that. And it's like, people are like, wow, he's so nice. He donates. It's like, yeah, because if he doesn't donate, then he's not going to get views and all this stuff. It's like, he has to keep the machine going. And at the end of the day, that's all he cares about.
Yeah, he put himself in a dark corner, because the moment he decides to do like other stuff than just crazy vlogs or crazy donations or these crazy challenges, he always has to up himself.
No, I think he's fine with that, because people will still eat it up, right? Because people are attracted to the brands these days. It's just like sheep mentality.
All I know is that guy cracked the code to the algorithm.
He cracked the code. I mean, kind of. I feel like the cracking the code in the algorithm now.
Did you know he was making more money internationally than nationally? Because he translates his videos to different languages.
Okay.
So he gets like so many different views, like in Spanish or
Yeah.
I don't know what other language he does, but he went on a podcast and he said we make way more views with our international content.
Yeah. I'm
That's
just not a
crazy.
fan of the YouTube. I mean, I'm sure there are great YouTube content. That's, but I think in general, the quality is so much lower to film. And like, bro, what would you say is a percentage of like content that's like actually quality and like not just mind killing? And would you want your kid to see that? Would you want your kid to grow up in this type of environment? Because obviously, if you have a kid, they're going to be growing in this environment.
I would think my kid, I'll give him a phone until he's like older. I don't think I'll bring my kid to public school either.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
It's that serious. But you see the content that's out there these days, right? And that's most popular. It's like, would you want your kid looking at that? Not on top of looking at that. It's just so stupid.
Yeah, half of it is soft porn. Like the other half is just stupid.
It's just
but
dumb,
there is a section of the internet which is really good, like very helpful.
But it's very untapped.
It's very untapped. Like whenever I have a issue with editing or video filming, I go look at the views. It's less than 50,000.
Yeah.
It's like everybody wants to be I'm kind of going off road, but that's when I see that, I say to myself, everybody wants to be a filmmaker, but nobody wants to do the dirty work, right? Grind it out. So yeah, that's the sad part. But I owe my whole career to YouTube. Everything.
Really?
Yeah, I learned how to shoot, edit, how to do everything. Like even business wise, YouTube.
I feel like you maybe could have learned that in a different way. How?
So much free information
before
on YouTube.
The websites.
Yeah.
The www, World Wide Web.
It still exists.
Yeah. So before YouTube, the World Wide Web, you could search it up, and now you would actually have to read it instead of just watch a YouTube tutorial, which is fed to you, or go to the books.
Yeah, I think that YouTube is a blessing and also a curse at the same time.
Sucker.
Well, that's the free market. It's capitalism.
Yeah.
Capitalism.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, I'm fearful. I know we talked about social media a lot on this podcast, but I think a lot of people.
It's good and bad. It's good and bad.
It's good and bad.
There's a good side and there's a bad side.
The positive side of me wants to say it's good and bad, but if I look at it truthfully, I think the negatives kind of outweigh the positive.
Yeah, controversy always pays more. Like, why does all these news networks like Fox, CNN, NBC, they always talk shit about other politicians, right?
Yeah.
It's because people's fear is views.
Yeah.
And then if people are tuned in, it's money, right?
Yeah, and they like lying about and just, those headlines.
Yeah, it's like crazy headlines. Like one guy says something, World War III.
Obama fucked Joe Biden in the ass with his mom.
They did that?
They be doing that.
Why?
Because it's views and clicks.
Yeah, like right now there's a huge podcaster that's getting destroyed, Adam 22. I showed you a little bit.
Yeah, you showed me a little bit.
The guy that, like, everybody's tripping out because it's kind of weird to let your wife get, by someone else. But
that's the thing is, like,
I disagree with his move. I don't think you should do that as a husband. Why would you let somebody else do that to you?
I guess as I get older, I look at these things and I just, I find it very it's like, really? Because people get invested in this, right? Yeah. And they're like, oh my gosh, why would you do that, bro? Obviously, yeah, you can say that. But I think 90% of all these things that happen, right, in social media that are like these huge, like, drama, whatever, it's probably fake and all milked.
Yeah, I think he's making a killing right now.
Yeah, because
the hype that he's surrounding with. But I was telling you this in the car, remember? Mm-hmm. If you make your life mission just to make as much money as possible, if that money fades away, will you truly be happy?
Yeah, exactly, right? You need to find your pillars in life, whatever that is. And I think a lot of times people confuse that with money. Yeah. Right?
But I think he's going to make a killing.
But I think but this is the one thing that I want to
even like I don't know who like someone really famous talked about it. I forgot who. They were saying like, oh, this guy, he got married 1 month later. She says, oh, I want to sleep with this guy, As soon as she gets married, she already like demands these stuff. And everybody's like, oh, see, he's a cook.
I think, but okay, really quickly, I want to touch on that. Yeah. Is like, I think this could be the real cause of a huge inflation or recession era, is basically quote unquote ad revenue. How do all these influencers and YouTubers get paid?
Sponsorship is an ad revenue.
Sponsorships and ad revenue. And do you know what's been taking off lately? He's like merchandise, right? Why do you think all these influencers and YouTubers are switching to, not switching, but like if you look at their revenue breakdown, a lot of it is starting to become, a huge portion is merch. It's because there's a lot more money to be made in merchandise, but at the same time, they know their brand might not last forever and they need to milk it as much as possible. I think the biggest thing is...
It's like a going out of business sale 24/7.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I need to milk it. Because for some reason, dude, I'm disappointed in this current generation who is willing to buy YouTuber merch.
If it's cool, why not?
If it's cool, but it's like, yeah, I mean, fashion in general is
okay,
stupid.
What do you think about Patreon?
Real quick, though.
What do you think about Patreon?
Patreon is kind of...
It's donation.
It's donation, but it's like... Here, let me finish my thoughts on the ad revenue thing. Is I think...
Money.
Yeah. Bitch better have my money. I think people are getting confused about this thing, or especially businesses, right? So a lot of these, let's say the YouTubers and whatever, they don't have merch. How are they making money?
If they don't have merch, ads and sponsorships.
Ad revenue and sponsorships. Why would these... Okay, let's get rid of that, right? Let's say they don't have that anymore. How are they making money?
What if they don't have ads?
Yeah, ads. And
Okay. So no more money.
So they don't make any more money.
They're demonetized.
Yeah. So they're not making any more
We're
money.
probably going to get demonetized.
You know? Shit, bro. Options. I'm good. I'm losing money currently, but I'm good.
$30.
Or $30. But, okay, you lose ad revenue. Let's say you don't have ad revenue anymore.
Yeah.
Are you making money as an influencer or not? You're not making any money as an influencer. So what is the purpose that these companies are advertising or giving them sponsorships? It's because they're...
Control?
No, it's because these influencers are quote unquote bringing on more eyes. So that means more eyes are looking at their product. But when have you looked? Very rarely do you ever look at an influencer's ad and actually say, you know what, I'm going to buy that. Right?
It's true.
So all your products in your house, how did you buy it? Did you see it because you watched it on a commercial?
You know, I just buy film stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I follow film people like on YouTube and stuff. So yeah, I will say if they do like a soft ad,
yeah,
or they just do a product review,
yeah,
I
and you can see the quality, then that's when you would actually like buy it.
But if it's just like a 30-second, hey guys, this new this new recorder came out. It's great because you can record. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Then imagine someone like Adam22 doing that,
Yeah,
right? Would you buy a camera from his sponsorship?
No.
So I think a lot of these companies, I think that's huge. If you look at the marketing budgets for all these companies, right? Because that's where it ends up coming from. The marketing and the advertisement budgets is humongous, right? They're paying for the commercials. These commercials cost millions of dollars. They post it on TV. They post it in front of your YouTube video. Like the Bounty, quicker picker upper. Who the fuck is watching a Mr. Beast video and then they see the paper towel advertisement that goes, oh, you know what? Let me go buy Bounty, the fucking paper towel. So most money that companies are spending on advertisements is a waste of money. They could be making more money by saving that. And I think that's where a real recession could happen. Because
I think you went a bit too deep.
Too deep.
Because
bro is tired.
I don't think.
Basically, what I'm saying is 90% of the ads that we see are huge waste. And once they realize that, cuts are going to happen, and then all of a sudden money is not flowing.
Yeah, it's not flowing to influencers. It's flowing somewhere else.
Yeah, but...
Marketing is marketing. There's always going to be money to market yourself. Let's say you, Matt, you have this great product, right?
Where are you getting the money to market from?
So your sales or investors.
Yeah, and who has those?
What, money?
Yeah.
So
big companies.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing, right? With the tech thing that happened. Tech companies were overhiring, plain and simple. They're overhiring, and a lot of people were laid off because they realized that the same results happened with 50% of the workers or 100, you know?
Yeah.
So where'd that money go? They saved a lot of money.
You know, Matt, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. I don't think you listened to that. I think I should see the bro's tired face. You should have slept, bro.
Matt, you went too deep, too far. We were talking about bullshit. Let's keep bullshitting.
You're the one that brought up the...
No, but you were going like recession and inflation, the 1929 Great Depression, Eminem.
It's fucking real.
Did you like Eminem?
Recession is real and we're fucked.
Did you like Eminem?
Eminem only got big because of M&M's. The candy was there before him.
Did you
imagine his name was fucking Skittles? You think he would have been big?
In 1999, Eminem dropped this song called "The Real Slim Shady Stand Up."
Will the real Slim Shady please stand up?
That song was so good, fire, on repeat. And you know how hard it was to listen to music back then? You would have to record the song on the radio when it would go on the radio.
I remember you would go on 4Share and download that shit illegally.
That's where your fucking privileged ass is wrong.
No.
Did you ever see a VHS cassette? No, even
VHS.
not.
Yeah, I seen VHS. My parents.
Not VHS, just those song
Walkman.
cassettes.
I had a DVD, motherfucker. The
No,
DVD one is
This is
worse
before
than a Walkman.
DVD. It was
Yeah, DVD made it shittier. You had this big ass disc thing that you would have to put in your pocket.
So a cassette, right?
Yeah,
This cassette, you'd put it in the stereo.
yeah.
And then when the song on the radio would pop up, you would press record. So you would have to wait next to the radio until the DJ goes, okay, this new song by Eminem. And then you would press record. And then whatever was on that cassette would get taped over. Let's say you had like another song or another memo on top of that cassette, it would get erased.
Yeah, shit.
And then the song was so shitty when you listen on the cassette. There was always like a blimp or a flag or your life was hard, Matt. You didn't grow up how we grew up.
Now look at your privileged ass
Yeah,
going
it's
on
true.
Spotify Premium. I don't even have Spotify Premium.
Hey, Spotify Premium, give us a sponsorship. I would sponsorship Spotify Premium, the best music.
How about I sponsor Spotify? Spotify, get your reps to contact my reps. I'll give you $10.
Who's your rep?
Myself.
Bro's gonna pick up the phone. Hello.
I'm gonna sponsor Spotify. I will give your broke ass money because y'all are not making enough revenue because you're paying people like freaking Joe Rogan $200 million for his freaking, what is it? Fake news, milk news,
Carnivore
with his little
ass.
bald hat.
Joe Rogan is a carnivore.
You can't tell me Joe Rogan does not look like an egg, bro. Humpty Dumpty looking at. No, I'm just kidding.
Bro is buff. He's gonna beat you up. Watch out.
He's gonna inject steroids into his dick.
He's gonna run and then go like this and headbutt you.
You know when he goes at nighttime, he's like, I had my carnivore diet. I just injected 3 different types of roids in my dick. Wife? No, I'm just kidding. I think he gets a lot of hate, but at the same time, I think he's
Rogan is, I think, a funny
he's good
guy.
and bad. I think he's good and bad. I think his real skill is like being able to get like high profile people on his podcast, like interesting people
Before
on
it
his
was
podcast.
cool. Before it was cool.
Yeah,
Now
but-
everybody have
but
podcasts.
his
Even
podcast is
two
a little
fucking
boring.
losers like me and you.
His podcast is a little boring, and that's not to say that.
No. Some of his podcasts have really interesting guests.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
every time he has like a science guy.
That's where his real talent is. It's not from his hosting skills. It's from the people he's able to get.
No,
on.
but like he gets like these really smart people. And it's
No, he gets
interesting.
really stupid people that
No.
are very passionate about one thing, and they can make a whole bunch of nonsense saying
No.
Egyptians use the fucking dick magic to levitate the pyramid.
You can't tell me that wasn't interesting. That fucking pyramid episode.
Bro said they use the water sound.
No,
to
they use
lift the-
vibrations.
They use vibrations.
Okay, you tell me how they fucking constructed the
I'll
pyramid.
tell you how they didn't. They didn't use fucking vibrations, bro. And the little kids they say how social media isn't harmful to little kids. Little kids are fucking growing up believing these things.
Bro, I ate that shit up that episode so much. I was like, bro, I'm gonna start vibrating
You use
myself.
vibrations. Now you got little kids standing outside doing this to rocks.
They get aneurysms.
Yeah.
And no, this other podcast that was super interesting with Matt Taibbi.
Matt Damon?
Matt Taibbi, the book
Matt
I gave you,
Taibbi,
the
yeah,
guy, how
the
to
business of drugs.
yeah, how the business of drugs and how to get away with it.
Mhm.
That's how I found out the book. That was a good book.
Now
did
you
you-
make me
hey.
want to not read it anymore.
No, did you read it?
No.
Bro, you have to read it. It's really a good book. It's really
Really?
interesting.
Okay, if it's really good, I'll read it. But
Okay. When next week you're gonna give us like a 30-minute.
Yeah, I'll give a review.
Next week,
Yeah.
Matt Taibbi, free sponsorship.
Matt Taibbi.
He has a book called, what was it called? The Business of Drug Dealing.
Business of drug dealing, I believe.
It's really good book. I suggest it. Yeah.
If it's not good.
No, it's really interesting. It's a real story too.
Well,
Because everybody thinks about it. You know what? I'm fucking broke. I need money. Let me sell a little bit of drugs. You never thought about that?
No, well, the only reason why I thought, all my friends back home, they
Yeah.
probably never thought of it. But me,
In
I grew
Korea?
up. Well, no. Before, after.
Wait, after Korea?
Before Korea.
Are you North or South?
West.
Hmm.
A West Korean, which means I'm Chinese. Everyone is
Wait,
Chinese.
Isn't
And Chinese are
Isn't
African.
West? Oh yeah, you're right. I thought because you know why I think East China.
Canadians. They
Yeah.
got it backwards.
Yo, Canada. First of all, right now, Canada was such a good country in the '90s. I don't know what happened.
He
They
doesn't
ruined
know
it.
what happened. You want to know what? The world used to be a better country back in the freaking Everything is better in the past, okay? Let's
No.
all hop in the time machine and take the blue pill because nobody can handle red pills anymore.
Bro, you think you would survive in medieval times? First of all,
Medieval
you would
times.
die from diarrhea. I
Well,
know
yeah,
it.
you would die, but
You would die from stupid illnesses like I don't know, fever. Fever had 100% death ratio. One fever, death.
yeah,
One diarrhea, death.
yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why
well-
everybody lived to the age of 12.
Yeah, a lot of. I will say this: in every generation, there are problems. Okay,
Yeah. Our problem, I think, is we have too much abundance.
we have too much abundance, and you
That's
see
why
that
there's
readily.
fat people. Too much food.
Too much fat people. You don't want to
Go
see.
Afghanistan. You see one fat person? Never.
Really?
Yeah.
They walk
Everybo-
everywhere.
Forget walk. They just don't eat.
They just don't eat. Oh shit.
They have like one meal a week. Bro, it's sad. There's this thing called Let's Go Afghanistan. I want to do it with my dad.
What is that?
It's like they give you
You go back.
it's like a guided tour through Afghanistan in like 14 days. As soon as I get my passport, I think I'm gonna go.
That's the
My
Hajj.
dad never go back. It's been like 50 years almost.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to go with him.
Damn.
I'm
so
gonna
you
tell
guys
him.
have been whitewashed.
Yeah, I'm white inside. Deep down inside, I'm white.
You're inside your vanilla.
Yeah, if I go to Afghanistan, they consider me American.
Yeah.
They don't look at me as Afghan.
They'll spit.
No, they don't spit. You know, they want tourism because
They
the
want.
country is kind of like
Well, that's
imagine,
where a lot of.
imagine for 40, even more now, 50 years, all you do is fight.
Yeah.
You get tired.
Yeah.
You won't break.
I mean, shit. We've been fighting for more than 50,000 years.
No, I'm talking like non-stop.
Oh no. Yeah. Well, 50,000.
Imagine
years.
World War II in Afghanistan for 50 years. Everybody killing everybody. No peace in the streets.
Well, shit. That's.
Sad.
Yeah. It's sad.
Okay, imagine, you know how North Korea was at war for how many years? 6 years or 3 years?
Something like that.
Was it
I don't know too much
1947 to
about it.
1953 or 1950 to 1953?
I think it was right. It was before 10 years before 1960. I don't know. I'm just making these numbers up.
Bro, do you know your country's history?
My country,
Yeah.
man, I'm American. I'm Californian.
Hey,
No, I don't know. Too
are you
much
gonna
about the
learn
culture.
Korean? Yes or no? We have to go Korea.
I mean, eventually I want to, but at the same time, it's like, I need to cost my life,
Yeah.
everything,
Yeah.
everything I do,
Yeah.
even the smallest things, cost benefit analysis.
Okay.
You know,
But
benefit
you learn
has-
Korean, you learn your culture, you discover
Yeah.
who you are.
but how much space is it taking up in my brain, and how much?
Bro, you talk as if
culture
you have
am I
like
gonna
10
be embraced?
megabytes in your brain. I speak 3 languages.
But me, I want to have sole focuses. My sole focus is find my wife.
Your wife doesn't exist. She'll be an AI girlfriend.
Yeah.
You're gonna have an AI girlfriend. That's
Well,
what your generation deserves.
I
AI
mean,
girlfriends.
Shit, bro. I don't know if the algorithm has found out, but I've been getting a shit ton of those advertisements.
For real?
Yeah.
Not me. That's
you know,
funny.
You know the algorithm.
wait.
You know how the algorithm.
You've been getting ads for AI girlfriend?
Yeah. It's because I've been saying girlfriend this, girlfriend that, I'm lonely. Girlfriend this, girlfriend that, I'm lonely.
Bro, maybe I think they're targeting the youth also.
Yeah. Well, you're not wrong. Nobody knows how to talk to females anymore, including myself. But me,
Yeah.
at least I talked to 1 or 2. Today, I talked to your wife, but not in that way. I just talked to a woman. Nowadays, people grow up not talking to any.
Yeah,
Woman.
yeah. During COVID, if my wife wasn't home, I think I would talk to no other humans.
Yeah.
No, it's not true. I would talk to my friends on the phone. I just remembered.
This is the thing, right?
Yeah. Do you have people that you talk on the phone? Your generation does FaceTime. Mine doesn't.
Yeah. FaceTime is better. It's.
Yeah. Like me and my friends, when we call, is like on the cell phone while driving.
Yeah.
Like when Omar called today, right? He was driving. He was
Yeah.
probably bored. He was like, let me see what he does.
Yeah.
But that's
It's
what
good.
we
That's
do.
a good relationship to have, though,
Yeah.
whether or not. My generation, you either if you're really, I don't know, it's tough. It's
Think-
either FaceTime
Mm.
or text,
Yeah.
and if it's
But I think FaceTime is good, but I feel like
FaceTime is good.
you never went to a party without cell phones. That's I think the saddest thing you'll never have in your life.
Man, I grew up with a flip phone until 7th grade, so
No, I'm talking like just having fun, dancing, no phones.
yeah.
Because when I was growing up, it was iPhone 3.
yeah,
That's when.
when I grew up, it was a Nokia flip phone. So
Don't
shit.
lie. Don't lie.
I don't lie. I know. You probably had phones. I had a iPhone.
What's Motorola?
Motorola? It's the Razor. Motorola
Uh-huh.
Razor.
That's how I know you're really young.
What?
Motorola got really popular because they had this flip phone.
I literally
Not the
just
Razor.
said that.
Not the Razor.
The one
Pre-Razor. It was. You have to understand there was so many cell phone brands before the iPhone.
Yeah, I know.
It's fucking wild. And iPhone was not the first touchscreen too, but iPhone really perfected it.
Yeah.
iPhone came and said, "Listen, you want to touch?
I got social
I'll let
media
you touch
this year.
me." Yeah, I forced you.
But before that,
Do you feel more that you network better since you have social media or no?
No, it's the exact opposite.
For real?
Yeah.
You have less risk.
The only time is if you put your business out there. But if most of the time, dude, let's be real. If you're to make a connection in real life versus online, it'd probably be better to do it in person.
You know, Instagram, like social media, could be used for social proofing too. Like you say, hey, look, I'm not just a random guy.
Yeah.
Like, look, I have work. I have videos to promote myself.
Hey, I'm not just a random creep.
I'm
Go
not
on
just
a date with me.
Yeah, I'm not from Craigslist.
Yeah. Me, I like meeting people organically. That's how I met all the girls I've talked to up to this point. I've met them organically.
We met
and
organically, yeah.
And I've only talked to 0 girls. So that's how well it's going.
If someone wants to date Matt, he's single.
I swear to God, I usually don't look this crusty. It's just, I promise it's only for the role.
Give a 30-second why someone should date you.
Why someone should date me. Okay. Ready?
Hmm?
Crazy.
For you.
Yeah.
Bro.
For you. Okay, you want the real?
I don't know if you okay. 30 seconds, go.
Me, I swear to God. You know, Jesus, he was born with all these right morals, never lied in his life, never nothing. That's me, right? Me, I don't think I have no red flags. I'm a certified lover boy, okay? Love is real. I'm a true believer in love. Me, when I marry, I will never divorce. I'm the type of person, there's 2 types of people in this world. The person that will sacrifice you to save the world, or sacrifice the world to save you.
Do you sacrifice your life for Pakistan?
Me, I'm neither. I'm going to do both.
Bro, you're a walking red flag.
I'm a walking red flag?
Bro, all you said was, me? I'll never leave you. If I divorce you, if I marry you, never divorce.
You want to know what that's called?
What?
That's called obsession. And you want to know what? Sometimes in life you can't get anywhere without being obsessed.
Do you like pizza?
Yeah, pizza's good. I think in our, like you said, our day and culture, we are living in a life of abundance, and I think that nowadays people have really forgotten. This man will sleep on video. I can tell. I can feel his tiredness. But people, we overvalue food too much these days, and it's kind of sad that this is probably one of the most.
You had pizza, right?
But
today?
when was the last time you really indulged in your food? Most people don't. When you
start like working out really hard and you have to lose and you have to lose weight, that's when you appreciate the food.
I know, but at the same time,
like
you're just hungry.
Remember when you were running for track?
Yeah, I used to eat endless.
Was it?
My stomach was an endless pit.
Wasn't the food delicious?
Yeah, the food was delicious, but you never took a moment to. You were so hungry that you were.
Today, how many tapas did you eat?
Tapas? What the fuck's a tapas?
The shrimp head and all that stuff.
I got the fucking bro. Can I be honest? I was shooting, right? They ate all the food. I came down. They're like, "You want some?" And
Bro,
like,
they had nothing left.
They gave me the fucking scraps as if they were generous people. They're like, "Oh, we're so kind. Here, you want some? We're sharing." I'm like, bro, you gave me your guys' fucking uneaten scraps. And I'm like, wow, you guys are so kind. I'm so grateful for these people.
And then they're like, here, have some crumbs, peasant.
No, really, that's... Hey, man, I'm grateful for food because I think that's one thing that as humans we're forgetting. We're forgetting gratitude.
Yeah.
You know?
Humans forget that not even 150 years ago, you could die from hunger.
Yeah. And people still do.
I mean, people still do, yeah. I think...
and that's the number one thing I hate. One of the things I hate is wasting food.
Yeah.
Right?
North Korea is going through a famine right now.
Yeah.
But I
They've
think
always
it's.
been. I think they've literally been in a famine from the very beginning.
But I think he does it on purpose.
Definitely not.
A weak people is a people that doesn't want to revolt.
Well, how their economy works, and apparently how.
I don't think they have an economy.
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, that's why they can't get food.
Sad.
But yeah, what type of foods do you like?
Pizza, burgers, hot dogs,
And
cereal.
you're not lying, because when I see you like indulge, you eat the. I'm gonna be honest. Don't take this the wrong way. This is me being 100.
I think this wrong.
You eat the nastiest shit, bro. The greasiest. Like it probably doesn't feel good. Like for me, when I get like really hungry or I get the craving, I honestly don't get the craving. I just want good food. And a lot of times for me, good food is like relatively healthy. When I eat that greasy shit, it like makes me feel really, really like.
Why are you racist?
It's not racism.
It
It's
is.
just Americanism.
Fat phobia is
Americans.
fat phobia is rooted in racism.
Like even you said, bro, like this fast food burgers, it'll put you out for days. The amount of grease on that. Like I'm oily, right? Oily face. American food, 10 times this.
Well, what time you want to cut this podcast? It's been exactly 56 minutes.
56. Oh shit, we've been talking a long time. We never got into what the fast podcast was.
It's too late now, Matt. We're too deep into this.
It's never too late.
Let's go like rapid fire. What do you think about?
Yeah, we'll just do some rapid fire stuff.
What scripts are you gonna work on next?
What scripts? I have a lot of scripts that I have written,
Yeah.
or not written, but like that I want to write, and I really need to start going to them, because the one thing I think in filmmaking that people don't understand is that time
Doing.
will be your friend.
Yeah.
Time is your greatest friend, and time is your greatest
You
enemy.
have to do, my friends. You have to wake up in the morning and do.
Yeah.
Do.
You think there's a lot of people in the industry, or too little people in the industry?
I think in any industry, okay, there's winners and there's losers.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot more losers than you think.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad to say, but most of us are losers.
Mm-hmm.
There's a very few handful that are winners. And to be a winner is really hard. And that's a lot a lot of people underestimate.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you said, time is your friend, but also time is your enemy. But also don't underestimate what you can do in 5 years, and don't overestimate what you can do in 1 year. Because a lot of people set themselves this huge goal, right? Let's say, like me, I said to myself, I want to win an Oscar like 8 years ago. I feel I'm not even like 5%. I maybe grow 5%.
I feel like you're close and you're far away. I think everyone is at the end of the day.
Yeah. So at the same time,
So punch someone in the face or punch someone in the balls.
I kicked them in the butt.
That's effective?
I don't know what we're
The
talking
onus.
about.
So more effective.
I just told you there's losers and there's winners,
said-
and then you tell me who you're gonna punch in the face. I don't know.
Punch in the face or punch in the Obama or Joe Biden?
If I could, I would vote for. Who are I? I can't vote. I'm not even a citizen.
Let's be real. Our world has so many problems. The best president, like quote unquote, if we were to look at the stats and he's the most effective, everyone's gonna hate. Why? Because there are so many harsh policies that you need to put in place that people are not gonna like.
Yeah. I feel like politicians now are so easily corrupted.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no more. What's the word? Integrity.
Mm-hmm.
There's no more integrity in this world. Did you see that movie Idiocracy?
No, I heard of it.
Bro, you have to watch it. It's happening
Yeah.
in front of our eyes.
Yeah.
It wasn't a movie. It was a documentary about the future. Like
Simpsons.
Yeah, Simpsons. But a lot of the stuff in the movie is kind of where all we want to do is be entertained now.
Yeah.
We don't care about anything else, and we're
Yeah.
moving in that direction. And then food-wise, right? The crops in the movie, they die.
Mm-hmm.
I think crops in the future will be really hard to grow because we're destroying the topsoil.
Well, yeah, exactly.
And then
But that's why they're
our IQ is also
being destroyed.
not destroyed, like obliterated.
Yeah.
And
TikTok.
smart people are not making babies, and stupid people are making babies.
Yeah.
And they said what happens is you lower the IQ. That's in the movie, by the way. This is not scientific, anyways. But in the movie, they were saying that a bunch of stupid people made a lot of stupid babies. Those stupid babies made more stupid people. And what happened is you had this whole planet full of stupid people.
Yeah. What do you think of the saying? I said the saying, so I'm just gonna say I'm gonna replace it with humans. But weak times create strong humans. Strong humans create easy times. Easy times create weak humans. Weak humans create harsh times. Harsh times create strong men.
Or
strong humans.
It's as if humans control their fate. We do not control our fate.
You don't think we control our fate, or you believe in destiny?
What if the wind decides to blow 100 miles per hour, 24/7 for 100 years? Because it's happened on Earth before.
Mm-hmm.
What if the world decides to, like the Earth, decides to
rain?
Yeah, rain for 100 years because it happened before. What if a volcano decides to erupt and there's no sun for 1 year and all the crops die?
Well, you know what God said.
Who?
The saying, when it's windy, it means God is farting. When it's raining, it means God is peeing on us. When it's hazy, it means God is vaping.
No, we do not control our fate at all.
You don't think ever? But I think the human existence is to go against destiny. It's to go against fate.
Yeah, I think human destiny. Why?
Human destiny is to go against destiny.
Yeah, why we evolved so far and how we got here is because like the top 1% of human beings decide and said, no, I'm gonna change the future.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. It's that 1% that we're. I don't know. I think.
You believe destiny can be changed or not?
I do believe that you do have some control over your fate, right? But if you want to be like.
But are you changing?
A world changer, you have to do something extraordinary.
A world changer.
Yeah, and it's only like a world changer is like really 1% of the human population. Yeah. I don't think most people are not.
Yeah, I think
most people are just meat bags walking around.
Yeah, most people are just. It's hard to say, but you're right.
I'm right and left at the same time.
Yes, well, I'm straight, but not like in that sense, like not left turn, not right turn. Me, I'm U-turn.
I think your brain does a U-turn. Every time you have a thought, your brain does a U-turn. Do you believe that we've reached our maximum intelligence as human beings?
Maximum intelligence? Yes and no. Once brain chips start getting developed, and think about it, brain chips, I mean, for the future, it's like they're going to have so many benefits. It's going to be like, quote unquote, vaccines. Like every modern human gets vaccines. In the future, not right now. People are like, "Oh, would you get a brain chip in your head and drill it in your head and get fucking?"
Fuck, I would do
it.
People
are like, "No."
You know why I would do it?
Because you need it.
Yeah. Imagine there was a chip in your brain, right?
Yeah. You can download any language.
Yeah. You know why people are like, "Oh, they're gonna have all your thoughts, bro." My thoughts are stupid, anyways.
They're gonna have all your. They already have it, bro. I love when people are like, "Oh, this is not secure." You brought that point up with me. It's like, oh, is it secure or whatever? I forget what it was, but you were asking about something about the internet. It's like, bro, they have all your information and data these days. Even if you try to hide it.
Yeah. They know everything about you.
China, you don't think they have a profile on you? They know your first name, last name, what you did in second grade.
And you know what I did in third grade?
Yeah, that you kept secret to everyone this whole time. They know your deepest, darkest secrets.
In third grade, I killed the goldfish in our classroom.
The good thing about me is I'm filled with green flag. I have no deep, dark secret.
You know how I killed the goldfish? With a pen.
So, hey man, there's a lot of animal activists out there. And
Rachel.
There's someone who will be coming after your ass.
Rachel's going to come after me.
That ain't cool.
Oh, man. What else?
Let's see.
I think we have to cut it.
It's
been 1 hour, guys. Listen, guys. In life, you have two options. And those two options, you decide what they are.
The options are you either listen to this podcast and then share it with your friends, or the second option is you share it with your friends and then you listen to it. Those are the only two options in your life.
I think it's only me and you that share this podcast.
And I'm saying it here, right? We're all about accountability on this podcast. I will get a girlfriend. No, I'm kidding. I will become one of the top actors of my generation. Y'all heard it here first.
Y'all heard it here, motherfuckers. And number one podcast.